So welcome back, everyone. We're back for another day, and we're starting outside today. It's a nice break from all the electrical I've been doing. I do have to hop back inside and continue with that, but for right now, I'm gonna pick up on a project I was working on Sunday. Now I didn't film that. Sometimes it's nice just to do things just with the family, so I don't film everything I do. But let's have a look at what I was working on. So this is a swing set I started. This is partially to make things a little easier for Xana when she is here. You can see I've haphazardly got a couple of these swings up. They're interesting little things. So what I want to do, just because I do have a lot of kids, is I would like to expand the swings that I do have out. So I'm actually going to add a beam over here. Now, what I've been using so far is pretty much all recycled material that I found around the property. You can see it's all colored. This is the definition of rustic. All of these 4x4s were kicking around. This beam and these A-frames, these are from a swing set that I had previously made that was just sitting around waiting to go back up. So you may have noticed it definitely has to be rearranged. So I'm going to be taking care of that as well. So I put it up, and I put it up with the hope that, you know, I could just make this span as big as possible and let it work. But when I have a whole bunch of kids on here, this beam actually starts to bow. So it's more than I can actually span with that amount of weight. So what I have to do is take this A-frame, I'm going to be moving it back in, and I can cantilever up to 1/3 of the total span. So this is about 16 feet, and I don't know, I could probably safely do 4 or 5 feet over, let's say. So that means I take this A-frame and I move it to approximately here, and I could put something on the other side, and I could have swings inside, and that's going to keep it a little more supported, and it's still a safe structure on the other side. It's well supported. And on the other side, I've got a 12-foot beam that I can stretch from here over, and that'll give me maybe 3 swings, I think. So that's an awful lot. And then of course we got to fix this up. So I'm dealing with pretty much all recycled materials for this. The only exception is the one beam that I did buy. That's this one here. This is a 4x6 beam, and that's a 12-foot length. So I'm probably going to put it up for most of the span and then do something on the end. So yeah, let's get to it and we'll see what happens. So this A-frame, I kind of just stuck it on this little platform that I made. So the platform is practical, so it's got this little cross brace underneath. And the difficulty I ran into with the last time I made this is you need some kind of lateral support. So I had it in, and then there was a cross brace coming up. So that's why you could see the old marks where the A-frames used to be. This was all dead space. This was just structure. It was keeping it in place. So I'm trying to eliminate by adding this platform. It's got the cross brace, so that keeps it from racking this way and that way. And then the A-frames keep it from going this way and that way. So I'm going to have a beam stretching either way. This is still going to serve its purpose. It's going to anchor it from moving side to side. But this A-frame is going to be removed. I'm going to structure this beam into the platform, and then this A-frame is going to be on the other side supporting the other beam. And we should get away with doing this with very minimal materials. That should be the only thing I have to buy for this entire project. Boy, not as agile as the kids. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is add support for this beam, and while I'm at it, I'm going to mimic it on the other side, and I'm going to make both supports at once. First I want an elevation. This isn't leveled. Eventually we're going to move this into the back, and then we're going to level the whole thing. But for right now we want everything at the same elevation as it is according to the structure, not according to the ground. So I'm going to measure up to the bottom, and I'm 28 1/4. And then we want to go 3.5 inches down from that, because I'm going to run a 4x4 straight across, but I'm going to have it notched into this to add structure. So on all four, I'm going to do 24 3/4 and 28 1/4. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a series of cuts all the way up. They're going to be pretty close together, and then I'm going to chisel it out exactly as it is. Alright, we can get these pieces cut in. Hopefully they're both the same. Alright, so we're going to correct the structure a little bit while we're at it. I'm going to be right back with those pieces. Forgot there's no rail. So before putting this on, I'm going to save myself a little bit of effort. I'm going to get this trimmed down right now. Oh, I messed up with my measurements. Which one's right? So I'm going to have to shim this out. That's a bummer. They were beautiful cuts too. Alright, so I marked off the top, and the hope is it works for both sides. really quite beautiful. Just like that. That's this side. Not even close. What happened there? Alright, work this out and then see if we got a working template. Alright, let's see if this works. Not bad. Definitely rustic. Not 100%. So I'm going to try it on the other side. And if it works there, then I know I got a functional template. Alright. This is good. So, make the other pieces, but I'm going to make them a hair tight. I'm going to grow up over here about a 1/4 inch for the last two pieces, and that should compensate the difference, and they should be pretty tight. Alright, so I guess I didn't realize the days are actually getting quite a bit shorter. It's already getting dark outside, so I'm going to head in for right now, but we'll pick up on this tomorrow. So we're back down here in the basement. I don't have a ton of time left for today. I started rather late today, and yeah. So what I'm going to do down here, I got a lot of dead lines and stuff that's coming out. This is the old propane line. I'm going to start simplifying everything down here. It's still quite the maze, a lot of a mess, and it's hard to tell exactly what's going on. We've got junction box after junction box all over the place, and I want all this stuff removed. None of it's going to be staying as it is to begin with. And if I really want to get a handle on what's going on, I need to make sure all the excess stuff is out of the way so I can see clearly. So Most of this is absolutely useless or junked. And yeah, the sooner we get this out, the sooner we can get back to real work. So we got stuff like this line here is fried, completely fried. Yeah, the basement was definitely in rough shape. The attic was in pretty bad shape too, but the basement is definitely the worst of it. So there's very little to salvage down here. There is quite a bit that is okay, but I'm gonna be a little bit picky in terms of what's staying and what isn't. I wanna make sure that anything unsafe is gone, and it's very easy just to site check it, but I can tell you, just based on what I'm seeing, because we are running gas into the place, I'm seeing a lot of thick lines here. So we got stove, dryer, all that. That's going anyway because it's going to be gas appliance and has different requirements. So yeah, there's not much that has to stay as it is. So we'll get this out of the way, and that'll leave us plenty of room to run new lines. All right, to start this process off, I got my new favorite toy, this headlamp. I am actually really loving it. So I'm starting at the furthest point. I'm in the laundry room, and it's probably the biggest mess. Let me turn this on. All right, so just so you're seeing what I'm seeing. So yeah, we got a mess of wires. So it's actually not that bad. So this is a temporary line that I have going out to the garage. This is going to be eliminated probably quite soon, but I'm going to leave that one in for the time being. But we have all kinds of stuff like this, which goes junction boxes like this. That's masking tape, is it? I don't know what kind of tape that is, but that is not electrical tape, and it's bundled up thick. So we got stuff like that all over the place. Yeah, it's just a real mess. So I'm just gonna start pulling the lines. I know we're going, and there's probably not much staying. So as I pull it out, tip that up for a second. So as I pull them out, I'll be able to pull them further back towards the panel, and as I do that, I'll know exactly what I'm doing. If I start stripping from the panel this way, I'm going in kind of blind, so it's nice to start at the furthest point. So I've already taken care of pretty much all the circuits upstairs. The only things that are traveling upward are going to be maybe something to the garage, which is being eliminated anyway, and stuff that's going to the kitchen, which I'm going to be a little more careful about, although I'm not hopeful about salvaging any of that. So let's just start pulling this apart, seeing what happens, because you can see I'm pretty distracted. It's a lot to take in when you're looking at all these electrical lines and you have no idea what they do. Alright, see what we pulled back. If it looks like a jungle, it's because it is. Wow, what's that? Well, it's now getting pretty late, and that's a pretty good place to stop for right now. So I'll be right back here tomorrow. It's a rain day tomorrow, so I've got pretty much most of the day booked here, so I should be able to get lots done. So I'll be back then.